Oh my god, people, I just received my package. I was like expecting it next week and it's arrived today, so I've just taken it out of its packaging, like the little plastic baggie that it came in. And this, my friends, is my most wanted, and what's the word that I'm looking for here? Oh wow, look at that. Marea. This is the Marea Tarot, guys. I've longed for and coveted and craved for deck for these past 3 or 4 months. And I am super excited that I just didn't expect it to arrive so quickly. It was only shipped a few days ago. I mean, I promise I will do a proper... Oh, wow. I will do a proper walkthrough of it. Thank you, Maśa. Maśa Kulenović. Marea Tarot. Oh, wow. It's beautiful. It's already beautiful. Is this... Oh, yes. It's a magnetic box. What does it say here? Break out of your shell and free your soul. And this is... Now, obviously, it is based on the Thoth deck, and it does have a little kind of insert with the Tree of Life, the Sephiroths, and how they correspond. Sorry, I'm not doing a great job of filming this one-handed, and how they correspond, obviously, to the cards, because in the Thoth system, it's kind of based on the Tree of Life and the intersection, and each path and each Sephiroth corresponds to a card. And then we have the Wheel of the Decans, which is super good. I really like that. And then in the middle you've got your suits and your elements, and then going out you've got, you know, astrological assignations and designations and references. And wow, this is so exciting. And my deck is 397 out of 1,000. Yay! Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Importance of Temperance. I'm Katie, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're doing super well. Tonight, we're going to do a bit of a gush fest here, because it's time for a love fest. And why I say this is because, my friends, this has arrived. The most anticipated and coveted deck of 2024 has arrived, and it surprisingly took like not very long. It was about maybe 4 or 5 days for it to be delivered. So I'm quite elated and yet shocked that it arrived so quickly. I wasn't expecting it till next week. So I'm super excited. As you can see by my intro, I was lost for words, and I was trying to film me unboxing it, and yeah, it was a bit hard with one hand. So this is the Marea Tarot, or Tarot, by Maśa Kulenović. I hope I haven't butchered her surname. Now, this is a Kickstarter deck, and I discovered this deck because of the walkthroughs of the people who had received the deck from their, backing on Kickstarter. And when I went on Kickstarter to check it out, obviously everything had sold out and there was none available, and I was devo, because as soon as I saw a walkthrough of these cards, I fell in love. Absolutely gobsmacked, soul attracted. I don't know what it was. I said, I have to have this deck. I have to have this deck. It's a Thoth inspired deck. It is a clone in many ways. However, it is bringing the Thoth into 21st century. and the cards are stunning. The artwork is by Maśa herself. They are very faithful to the original Thoth and Lady Frida Harris artwork. However, they reinvent it, they diversify it. There are 3 lovers cards. It kind of takes away the keywords from the minor arcana, and it makes it very user friendly for those who might not like the original artwork, or might feel a little bit not scared, but that think that in order to read the Thoth, you need to read the Thoth in the Thoth system. And to me, I've said that many times, I read all tarot systems, be that the Tarot de Maśa, be it that the Thoth, and be that whatever system it is, based on how I read the tarot. I learned the tarot based on the Rider-Waite Smith system, and I have my own interpretation of certain cards. I read very intuitively, and I just apply that kind of knowledge and understanding across the board to all cards, because to me the information these cards are based on is all the same at the end of the day, right? And the archetypes are the same, and if you know how to read with numerology and apply numerology, you are able to read across all systems. So there's really nothing to kind of be scared about or in awe about, or think, oh well, I don't know how the Thoth system works, so I can't read the Thoth deck. It's not true. You can read the Thoth deck based on your own knowledge of the cards and your way of reading the cards, and you will get exactly the same interpretation, in the sense that you will get whatever you need from the cards. So I saw this deck, I had to have it, and I contacted Maśa on Instagram, and she let me know that there was going to be another 500 decks going to be printed, and she didn't quite know when they would be up already, but we could go on a waiting list, and then she would let us know. So last week or so, she sent me an email saying the shipment had arrived in Livorno. Now Maśa is from Livorno, which is in Italy. And she said that then as soon as everything customs had cleared and she got the rest of those decks that she needed to get out to her Kickstarter members, then she would put them up on Etsy for sale. Now, I don't know if you watched my other video, like the catch up, about Katie and what Katie's up to. When I did go on Etsy, I discovered that she didn't ship to Australia, and I was Devo. I said, oh my god, I've been waiting for so long for this deck, anticipating 3 months, then blah 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 blah. Anyway, so I contacted her, and she was very, very helpful and very open to sort of finding a solution to getting it shipped to Australia. We explored various avenues. Long story short, so she listed it then with availability shipping for Australia. It was $51 Australian shipping. It was FedEx and Express Post, so I got it within 4 business days, something along those lines. So so thrilled to have this deck. I am happy that I did invest the money, and that I have it in my collection. I've gone through it myself before doing this walkthrough with you guys, and I'm absolutely mind blown by it. I think it's just stunning. The artwork is by Maśa herself, and I love it, and I hope that you love it as much as I do. This is a little white book, which is quite hefty. It's got a lot in there, and there's a little blurb in there from Maśa, which I'll read to you, but this is her dedicating. So dedicated to my son and those who thrive to be free. So this is a lino cut that Maśa had made. She's an artist, I believe. And it says here, sorry, I'm just going to read it over here where the light is. So this is her blurb. The idea of Marea Tarot was conceived in March 2020 during the lockdown period. My friends from the art club, Marea Marcha. That's cool. That kind of means marcha is like rotten, and merce is like merchandise. So That's an interesting name, from Livorno, asked me to create a work for virtual exhibition to commemorate April 25th, the anniversary of Italy's liberation from fascism. So Liberation Day or Memorial Day for us here in Australia, we celebrate Anzac Day, which is the Australian and the Kiwis, so they're kind of the fallen soldiers. And it was inspired by the Tower card. I created a lino card print entitled La Liberazione dell'Anima, which means the liberation of the soul. This project kindled my interest and passion for Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot and sparked my decision to reimagine Crowley's unique system in a contemporary way. And she surely has done a fantastic job of that. The Marea Tarot is an ode to both Crowley's conception and Lady Harris's power of designs, which influenced this project as the moon influences the tides. And so the Marea Tarot was born. Marea means tide in Italian. A Thoth deck re-envisioned for the modern reader, a combination of photos, drawings, and textures which reference contemporary life whilst remaining faithful to Lady Frida's original vision. It took me over, sorry, I'll bring it over here, so a year to make all the cards, working every single day, and another 6 months to write the instruction booklet. Be kind. I am not a writer and English is not my mother tongue. And I assure you, making the synthesis of such a complex thing is not easy at all. This book should be just a starting point that will lead you to deepen your own explorations. The Marea Tarot has been a long and difficult project, but it has helped me to break out of my shell and free my soul, and hence why the dedication inside of the box. I hope it will help you along a similar path. Maśa, Kulenović. Now, it's very interesting because I lived on the island of Elba for many, many years. And the island of Elba is in province of Livorno. So Livorno is like the head kind of like city of the province of Livorno, and it's really interesting that there's this kind of like, I speak Italian, Maśa lives in Livorno. It's interesting. So anyway, this one is a magnetic closed box. It's a beautiful sturdy box, and also, and that's the inside. Break out of your shell and free your soul, right? As that little thing there. Beautiful colors, and then it includes this little leaflet which depicts both the deacons or decans, I can never pronounce that, the associations with astrological signs and the elements, and also on the other side we have the tree of life and the sephiroths, because in the Crowley system he does use the cards associated with the tree of life, the pathways between the sephiroths. So that's really handy for an in-depth exploration of that. Now the cards are quite big. They're quite sort of like they're an oracle size. So this is an oracle size deck from the Mystical Shaman. These are the beautiful bags, like the box, and that's kind of like an oracle deck size. Now I have just a pocket size. This is my pocket size Thoth Tarot Itaroki the Aleister Crowley, which is an A.G. Mueller deck. I got it off eBay. It's really good quality cardstock, and I find they're like not a pocket size, but like maybe a poker size, or just like a normal playing card size. So you can see the difference. And I guess that the size of this card is kind of inspired by the original decks, which were quite big with the Thoth tarot decks. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe like flip the camera now, and we'll do like a walkthrough and a comparison between the original deck and this new deck. And I hope that your mind is blown, like my mind is blown, because I'm beyond where I just don't know even. I don't even know what to say. So thank you, Maśa. You've done an awesome job. I did do a small video that I put up on my Instagram saying that you have not reinvented the wheel, you have breathed new life into it. And I think you have made the Thoth Tarot available to a lot of people who might not use it or explore it in its current form. You have brought it into the 24th century. You have given it diversity, and I thank you for it. And your artwork is stunning. All right, let's flip it.
So here we are. Sorry about the glare here. And just I wanted to show you the cardstock is beautiful linen stock. It's quite kind of thin, nice and bendy, but it feels really nice. And it shuffles really nicely. It's kind of like, this is an A.G. Mueller kind of cardstock, and yeah, that feels a little bit thicker. This a little bit thinner, but still really good quality paper. So here we have the Fool. I mean, you have all the elements in here. You have the crocodile, you have the tiger, you have the dove, and you have that spiral around the Fool. But just look at that new interpretation. You also have down the bottom the alphabet, letter from the Hebrew alphabet. You've got the planetary association, and you have the element. I love the Magus. Again, the same elements, the same kind of energy going on, the same colors, the same depictions. But here we have, I think this is one of the African tribesmen, the ones that jump. Oh my goodness, what are they called? Then they jump up and down, the Watusis, I think, and they're super tall. But how beautiful is that? And this high priestess, oh my goodness me, it's everything. Just look at that reinterpretation. And again, the camel, the fruit, the jewels all down the bottom, the same as here. The pillars, the moon. But just look at that artwork. Look at those colors. Look at the starry sky behind her, and this kind of like this veil here that's very kind of referencing this kind of grid work. Very geometrical. But isn't she beautiful? Ah, my goodness me. And the Empress. Oh, wow. Look at this Empress. Again, we have all, we have the pelican down here. We have the dove. We have kind of like a bit of fire and green and a bit of everything, and she's kind of hiding in this forest here of color, of flowers, of fire, of passion. There's some pomegranates down there as well. I love it. And the colors, I mean, come on. And the diversity as well. But you're not losing any elements. See the two ram's heads? You've got the two ram's heads here. You've got the lamb and the ram here, and you've got that down the bottom as well. You've got the red and the yellows. The Hierophant is very, very similar, yet more contemporary. And the artwork is just fantastic. I just love this kind of background, which is subtle and dusky kind of thing. We've got the elephants. You got the bull, and then you've got the 4 elements. You've got the staff, you've got the star. So cool, huh? Now that's the Lovers. You got the hands coming. See how the hands come out? Got the hands out there. You got the black and white. And you've got the egg with a serpent. And then you've got the lion and you've got the bird there. But the Lovers card comes in 3 versions. How beautiful is that? I love this red that indicates the passion. The Chariot. Just absolutely stunning. Adjustment. Oh, I just love it. Because you can see it's same but different, right? The Hermit. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning. I love the Wheel of Fortune. I love the way she's kept to the colour scheme as well, the purples and the golds. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this pile a little bit better. Look at this last card. Wow. Just wow. Hanged Man. Stunning. The Death card. And the art, I just absolutely love what she's done with the art card. Which is our Temperance. And the Devil. Look at those colours in the Devil. Wow. Tower. Look at that tower. I must admit that this is one of my most favourite towers ever. But I just love the way she's interpreted this with her own artwork. She's sort of like taking a person falling down from the tower. There's a dove there. And there's that kind of archeon, or what are they called? There's a name for them. And that eye she's put here where the heart is. Archon, that's the word I'm looking for. And the star. Can we just take a moment to look at this star? Oh, stunning. The moon. How moody is the moon? Wow. The sun is stunning as well. Look at that sun. And it has the zodiac signs there, as the zodiac signs are depicted in here as well. The Aeon. How cool is that? The colours are just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And the world, love it. Love it. And then we go into the minors. Now the minors are very similar. Sorry if it's a bit wobbly. But as we can see, this has got the Hebrew alphabet symbol, and it does have the astrological symbology here. But it doesn't have the keywords. It just says, this says Signoria, which means dominion, whereas this just says Two of Wands. I mean, just look at that artwork. It's stunning. It looks like it's like in 3D. I love this. The Eight of Wands. I love the way she's interpreted that. But you see, like, she stayed very faithful to the original, but she's just introduced this beautiful suffused kind of artwork in the background just to sort of modernize it and just make it more relevant. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's very pippish, she still managed to make them interesting and make the colors vivid. Look at this princess here. Just amazing. Oh, and this Prince of Wands. The Queen. Look at her. How gorgeous is she? Wow. And the Knight, which is like our king. Just absolutely fabulous. And look at this Ace of Cups. Wow. Look at that beauty. So gorgeous. See what I mean when I say it's a clone and yet it has its own personality? And it just brings an extra level and dimension and character. It's gorgeous. Love it. Love this Ten of Cups. And look at the princess. From Art Deco to her own beautiful artwork. Look at him. Look at our prince. Isn't he beautiful? And look at our queen. Because here she's hidden under the veil, right? There's all the elements there. She hasn't missed out anything. Look at that print, our knight. Yeah, this is one of my favourite cards, the Ace of Swords in this deck. I just love it, how it's crowned. Just gives you that sensation of victory, cutting through the bullshit. I love her Two of Swords here. Actually, I love how she's reimagined the whole of the Sword of Suits. She's done a really great job. I love that. She's made it more delicate. Yeah, that's what it is. She's added this delicacy, this whimsicalness to it. Instead of being so stark and geometric, she's giving a softness to the interpretation of the cards with her artwork. Look at that. So beautiful. And also she takes away, obviously, the keywords, and that kind of doesn't lock you in, you know. I mean, it doesn't lock me in because I don't really, sometimes I pay attention, sometimes I don't. But to some people it can be off-putting when there is a keyword on tarot cards. I love the way that she's kept, you know, very faithful to the original. Yet, in her own manner, she's been able to reinvent it completely. It's stunning, stunning artwork. I mean, look at this Prince of Swords. Wow. Oh, I love this Queen of Swords. Absolutely love her. And the Knight of Swords too is just stunning. The use of colour is phenomenal. Look at this Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins is also one of my favourite cards in this deck, but wow. Her redrawing of it is stunning. And I love this because it actually made me realise the symbology in it, because I hadn't quite seen the symbology in this, because here it's got Mercury, which is Quicksilver, it's got salt, and it's got sulfur or brimstone, which are the three elements of alchemy that are the fundamental kind of the materia primas kind of thing. And this is why it's called works, because you're doing the work, right? And then you've got the pyramid, which is the triangle, which is bringing these elements together for creation. So work. I love that. And here we've got the four elements in the Four of Coins in a fortress kind of pattern. Here we've got 5 different symbols, geometrical symbols, but we've got the moon in there as well. And they represent different planets, those symbols there. Look at the 6 of Coins, how soft she's made it. That beautiful rose in the middle with the planets. I love what she's done with this card, the 7 of Discs. She's made pomegranates instead of the coins represented here. Now here in these coins there's different faces, but how beautiful are these pomegranates. I love that. Look at this. I love that. That looks like a mimosa tree. And again, the faces here, I think also in this it represents the faces, and then we've got the planets in there as well. Tree of Life in the 10. And now this card has always been a bit scary to me, this Princess of Pentacles, but she's kind of made it really soft and beautiful. Whereas this kind of card is a bit scary. I don't know what she's up to with this thing, pointing down on this earth, looking down in this ditch. Looks super scary. And I love also the diversity and the inclusiveness in this deck. This is a beautiful card. And one of my most favorite cards in the deck is this card here, and I love Maśa's interpretation of it. Again, the diversity. Beautiful. And then as the end card, this is, you know, the Tree of Life with the various correspondences. So there you go. Such a beautiful deck. So happy to have this in my collection. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you do want to go and purchase yourself this, I will link Maśa's Etsy shop down the bottom in the comment sections. And until then, thank you so much for liking, for subscribing, and be good. Ciao, belly.